Oh, there we go. I figured out how to go up.
You're flying, Siobhan. You're flying.
I know. I'm so excited. Wow.
You just have to believe. Believe.
It's happy thoughts. Ooh, there's like a cavern over here. Can we just go on a tour of this first and decide where we want to start?
Sure. I was thinking it'd be really cool if we made like a map and confined ourselves within that map.
Mm-hmm.
Like they do on Achievement Hunter.
Yeah.
But I think the Xbox maps are a lot bigger, because when I mapped it out, it's not a very big area.
What did you try, like, going around first and then making a map?
When I made the map, it just automatically populated. I grabbed a map from the inventory using god powers.
What happened when you went, like, outside of it?
You just disappear off the map.
Oh. Well, it's not like we're going to...
Oh, it just shows us like a little circle of your general location off the map.
I gotta find one. Hold on.
There's so many flowers in Minecraft now. Look at all the pretty... Look at the flowers, Siobhan. Oh, you don't watch Walking Dead. You want to under... Yeah.
I can pretend. Do I just grab an empty map?
Yeah. And yours will probably look different than mine, because I think the map generates, like, with you in the middle of whatever area you're in.
No, I'm in the bottom, like, left corner-ish.
Huh. Weird.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Being amused.
Mm-hmm. Well, we could definitely, like, confine ourselves to a small space to start. And then... How do I get rid of my map? Oh, I just gotta pick it up. Oh, I just threw a map. Okay, someday, someone's gonna find a map somewhere. But, okay, so we could, like, take it and, like, confine ourselves to an area to start. And then go from there. This is so cool. Did you kill a cow? Oh, no, they're just down another layer. It's raining. It's pouring. Are we gonna go, like, back to where the house thingy was, just to start?
I don't even know where the house...
I know.
We can.
We don't have to. I was just wondering if make that base camp.
Do you remember where it was?
Not really.
That's good. It's that way. You know what? I have god powers. I can just grab a compass. Bless you.
Thank you. I bumped my mouse and I was just looking at the sky. Wait, I think it's this way. A lot of mushrooms, a waterfall.
This way. Where are you?
I don't know. If you end up near me, then I went the right way.
We can teleport now, too.
That's pretty handy. What direction is it?
The direction that I am going, supposedly. Oh, there we go. Where'd you go?
Away. I went a direction. Oh.
I'm by the snow area.
I might just grab another map.
If you grab a compass from your inventory, the compass will lead you to the starter zone. Or the starter area, whatever.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a compass. I'll get this figured out.
In the top right, you can do search items and just type in what you're looking for.
Oh, I didn't see where the search... And then, of course, I'm saying search, so that's what I type in, is search. Genius. Dun, 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 dun. Get out. Okay, I'm done searching. Thank you. I just threw my compass.
Good job.
Teleport me to where you're at.
Let's see. Is it your name first or my name first for teleporting? I'm either going to come to you or you're going to come to me. Oh, I came to you.
Can you just Control Z and undo?
Okay, so it's this way.
Oh, then I definitely went the wrong way. This direction I came from. I'm following.
Wake up.
I like how you run on air, too. Like, it's not like you just kind of... You actually run. Jamie and I had a date night last night. We went and saw Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, I'm planning to go see that tomorrow.
It's good.
Like, part of me thought it was going to be bad because the Rooster Teeth podcast kept saying it's going to be bad.
Mm-hmm.
But now they came back, they're like, it's so good.
I'm a sucker for superhero movies. Like, I want to see it. Like, even Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I want to see. I don't necessarily want to see it in theaters, but I would like to see it. But with this one, I just thought it's different from what they've been doing. So that's kind of nice. It's a total change of pace, I guess you could say. But I read an article before I went and saw the movie. And have you ever seen The Emperor's New Groove?
Yes.
Okay. You know how it's just awesome? Like, people who haven't seen it, I'm always just like, God, you're missing out.
My husband hasn't seen it. I don't it's like...
Yeah.
The best Disney movie that has ever been made.
I forget it's a Disney movie. Like, all the time. I just, like, if someone asked me who was the production house, I'd be like, I don't know, some cartoon. I always forget it was Disney. And so some guy read an article, and he said, Guardians of the Galaxy is the Emperor's New Groove of Disney movies. So, like, how Disney movies are always princesses and happily ever after and this, that, and the other. He was like, Guardians of the Galaxy is a llama and a guy just trying to save his family's farm. Like, that's what it is. And it was, I think it was the best explanation for it. It was just, and it was, what I liked the best about it was they knew they were a superhero movie. They knew they were doing corny stuff, and they still went with it. And then they made fun of themselves for doing it. And you love it every second of it. You're like, yep, I can live with this. So it was very good. I highly recommend that you go and enjoy it. And yeah, and I don't know if it's one of those that you really have to stay till the end, though. Like, I stayed till the end and saw the thing after the credits, and I don't really understand what happened. So if you get it, then next week we'll talk about it again, and you can explain it to me, but otherwise I don't know.
I'm just trying to see what the very last, like, block is on the map here. That's all I'm doing right now.
Oh, I thought we were building something.
Yeah.
Well, when you're ready to.
Yeah, that's the edge of the map right there, so this isn't very big.
We should just make a fence around the whole edge of our map.
I was thinking that at one point. We'll have them, like, in zones.
That would be kind of cool if we had, like, different maps for different zones. We're now entering quadrant 4. My arm. Okay. So
pretty much every podcast I listen to has talked about how awesome Guardians of the Galaxy is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I have to go watch this, so I'm trying to talk James into going to see it tomorrow.
You should. It is a good one. Oh, excuse me. I'm done yawning now, I promise.
I made a cup of coffee.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah. Jamie had to go do carpet at the other complex, and he made an agreement with my grandma that he'd go over and mow the lawn once a week, and he gets $50 for each week. Well, he was doing the yard today, and tomorrow we're going out of the city, so I was like, I'll go mow the lawn. But then I was so tired, and Arlo didn't nap at all. She was just awake all the rest of the afternoon, so I will yawn a lot, but I am not going to fall asleep on you.
That'd be a pretty boring podcast.
Well, you would get from my end of it. I mean, that's probably more productive than we have been at some points. Did James build a house?
Yeah. It's a cute little house, and it
I
says,
like
"As you were saying" on it.
I like how he always gives us like a starting point. He's like, here you go.
It's got 2 little beds in it.
This is so cute. Aw, it makes me happy.
I'm thinking that he set the time to stay one time, because since I've been messing around, it hasn't changed.
It did rain a little bit.
Then I stopped it.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah.
I kind of like this. Right over by the cavern. I have no idea what I'm going to start building, but I'm going to start something. I figure I'll just start working and it'll come to me. Ooh, yellows. Oh my god!
What?
They have stained glass.
Yep.
Oh, we are doing something with stained glass. And we will have matching carpet. That is going to happen. Make a note. Time, stamp, whatever you need to do. I'm totally going to do diamond everything now that I can. And a sword.
Why? You don't even need the equipment. You can just hit things.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I look cool if I have...
Oh, well, by all means, please continue.
Don't look over here. It's my zone of shame.
Why'd you throw the dirt?
Because I had it. I know what I'm going to make to start.
What are you going to make?
I'm not going to tell you. It's going to be a surprise. So just go do Anna's stuff and then come back and you will see.
Go do Anna's stuff.
Yeah.
What is Anna's stuff?
I don't know.
So topic-wise, I don't really have much, but I do have rants.
Oh.
So I don't know what you got.
Well, let's hear your rants first, and then we will go with... We'll go from there.
Okay. So the first thing that I'm really annoyed about this week...
You do seem to have rants, like, quite often.
I like to budget. I like to be able to sit down. I like to plan out my budget each month.
Mm-hmm.
And, and I knew that, like, getting a house, it would take me a few months to, like, get the budget down because it's a whole different set of bills.
Yeah.
It's freaking impossible, though. Because the stupid utility companies don't bill you every month. And I don't understand their billing.
Huh.
Like, my city, my water bill comes from the city. And I think they're billing me every 2, maybe 3 months. I don't know. I think the like waste disposal, I think that might be 4 months. It doesn't make any sense though. I don't know, and it's making me so mad.
That's weird.
I just want to know, like, every month how much it should cost, and I just want to be billed every month. But
wow.
No. I don't know when bills are coming in. I don't...
Yeah, it'll definitely take a little while for you to, well, at least wait for them to, like, just wait a couple months, I guess, until they get everything, and then it's like, all right, these are all your bills. Yeah, I do the same thing. I want to, like, know ahead of time and plan and schedule and everything, so anytime something comes in that throws me out of whack, I'm like, nope, this is not happening.
Yeah, and some of the bills were just a pain in the butt to set up. Like when I tried to set up for waste disposal, I called waste management, and they told me, oh, well, you have to go through the city that you live in. So I called the city of Marysville. They told me I had to go through waste management. So I called waste management, and they insisted that I had to go to the city of Marysville. I just want trash cans dropped off at my house that will be picked up every week. That's all I want.
Somebody help me with it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not going to tell you.
What are you doing?
2,
What are you
3,
up to?
4. You'll see. That's weird. I kind of had something like that though. I have my personal trainer for gym. The gym is supposed to be an automatic payment.
Uh-huh.
Same exact credit card that I use for the monthly payments. So the monthly payments have been going through just fine. But every single payment for my personal trainer has been declined or hasn't gone through for some reason. So I call the gym and I'm like, my card's getting declined. I need to make a payment, And I did it for a couple of months. And then I was like, all right, I want to get this figured out. I don't want this to happen anymore. Can you help me with this? And I'm like, oh, yeah, sure. We can do that. That's fine. No problem. Well, then they look at their side of it and they're like, oh, this is your credit card, like company. They're declining it. And I'm like, okay, I will call them and figure out why they're declining it. So I call my credit card company and they're like, yeah, this isn't even coming through for us to decline. Like, we don't even see the charge being made at all.
That's weird.
So I'm like, oh, okay. They're like, they may have the card, the expiration date, the CVV code, something wrong on it. So then I call the gym again and I'm saying, spiel over again. So then they send me through to their credit card processor. And their credit card processor, after talking them through everything that's been going on, they go, oh, we don't even process the personal trainer payments. So I finally just called the gym and I was like, all right, what are my options? Because this automatic payment thing is not working. So I want to be taken off automatic payment and I will just call in every month and do it myself. They're like, oh, that's fine. You can do that. And I'm like, shut up. Yeah. It should work. I shouldn't have to go through all that. But now I would just call in every month and pay for it. I actually didn't get confirmation that they're going to take me off auto payment, so I have to do that next month too. Because lo and behold, it's going to be when I finally decide I'll just call and make payment myself that automatic payment will go to, and then we'll charge my credit card twice.
Yay! And that's always fun.
Oh yes.
And most gyms won't credit you back. They'll just be like, oh, okay, we won't charge you next month.
Which is fine. As my personal trainer, I'd have to pay for it anyway, but it's hectic. I don't like it. I want things to go smoothly.
Exactly.
Yeah. Is that your only rant?
No, the other one's bill related as well. I'm just annoyed with having to pay things, I guess.
Grown up.
So the other thing that happened was it started about the time that we moved into the house. Mm-hmm. And that is doctor's bills, right? Because I had to have a surgery in October. And then after the surgery, I had to go once a month or so and get some blood work done to make sure everything was going okay. Mm-hmm. And the hospital bills are already so difficult. They bill for every little thing on separate bills. They can't just combine everything into one big bill and send that to you.
Yeah.
So, I have my big bill for the surgery, and then I have, all these little bills for all the monthly blood tests and blood work that I was getting done. And I thought I'd paid them all off. I got a letter that was sent to my old address that said, hey, you still owe us, $98 if you don't pay it in 10 days. We're going to send you to collections. So I called right away, and I paid it, of course, because I didn't want it to go to collections. So the other day, I get a phone call from a collections agency that I was sent to collections, and I'm like, no, I paid it all. I even, verified with the gal when I made the payment that it wasn't going to be sent to collections, and she said no, and, now that I actually looked out, over everything, too, I think it was just a whole nother bill that wasn't involved in my payment when I asked if I wasn't going to be sent to, collections.
Oh.
And I think it was just a completely different bill that never actually got to me because they had my old address still. And even when I called to make the payment to keep myself out of collections, I tried to give her my new address and she's like, well, we can't update your address. Your doctor has to do that.
I hate that. Like, you can
Uh-huh.
call and you can take my billing information and you can take all this other stuff, but you can't just update it so I can pay you guys on time.
Yeah.
That's it's ridiculous.
And I don't even know how they ended up getting my new address, probably because they sent me the like bill or something and it came back saying, "Hey, this person's got a new address."
Mhm.
And but I never got it, but somehow they did get the new address, but they still had like the wrong zip code, so I still wasn't getting the letters that they were sending me. And I'm just so annoyed. I'm like, why didn't you call either before you sent me to collections and fucked up my credit?
Yeah. That's horrible.
Uh-huh. So mad at my hospital.
I'm mad at them for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. That's what friends are for. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, I was in a car accident in 2009 and I had insurance, but it was a car accident. So of course they're all like, "Oh, you have to go through, your car insurance." And I was like, "All right, well, I well, going through my car insurance, but all I have is liability, so all it does is cover the other person in the accident." They're like, "You still have to go through it." So for like 6 to 9 months, I went back and forth with them. I had to send it to the car insurance. They had to stamp it declined, and then I had to send it to my health insurance. And I just remember doing this process over and over and over and over and over. And so, trying to get them to do it, trying to get them to submit it, and then I stopped hearing from them, and so I thought it was all taken care of. But drive me crazy. Apparently it wasn't, because then I was up here and I was trying to get a credit card and I got declined, and so then I was like, all right, I want to look at my credit score. I looked at my credit score and I had like these medical bills that had never been paid that were showing up, and I was like, what are these from? I don't know. And so I called the company to ask them, and they're like, oh, this is from this date, from this hospital and everything. And I was like, I thought those were taken care of. And I ended up, it was like $1,000 for the hospital bill, and the total was like $3,000 because of the interest that had been applied, because I thought that the insurance companies had finally taken care of it and none of them had.
That's so messed up.
Yeah, I was like, this sucks so bad. So I was mad for quite a while, but I got it taken care of and it's done with.
Yay.
How do I want to do this? We'll do 6.
I did run into
9.
an issue almost 2 years ago now, where when I was working at Sears part-time, I fell while working and hurt my knee. And I left work early. I went to the emergency room, and the emergency room gave me this leg brace until I could go see like a real doctor to figure out what exactly had happened to my knee. And the insurance, or the hospital, kept calling and saying that the insurance wasn't going to pay for the leg brace. And I was like, well, they have to pay for it. It's a workman's comp. If they're paying for everything else, they should pay for the leg brace. And she goes, okay, well, I'll go back to them again. And then she'd come back and she'd say, yeah, they're saying that they're not going to pay for the leg brace. So finally I called the workman's comp insurance company. They don't even, like, they were never even billed for the leg brace. And so I called back the hospital and I told them, and they're saying, no, we have an email proof right here that they denied payment for it. And I'm like, well, that's not what they're saying. I had to 3-way call the insurance company and the hospital and be like, you two talk to each other. I was like, somewhere, you guys aren't talking and you guys need to talk.
We need to sit down. We need to have a conversation. Wow.
Yeah. And the whole thing turned out that, like, the hospital asked in, like, some email, like, they slipped it in at the end of an email, and the workman's comp didn't address it. So the hospital's like, oh, nope, they said they won't pay it.
Jerks.
Bills are stupid. Hospital bills, like, medical billing,
is
so messed up.
No wonder you have to go to school for it. I never really understood why that was something that people, like, needed a degree for. But it's because it's such a pain in the ass. You have to screw people over.
And it's so messed up in our country, honestly. If you look at, like, medical bills from other countries, it's all, like, simplified, and it's not even, like, super expensive.
Yeah. It shouldn't
Whereas,
be expensive to be healthy.
yeah, to be sick, it shouldn't be. It's
Well,
like you
to
get.
get healthy, yeah, that's what I...
And then we spend so much on health insurance that we can't afford to go to the hospital when we do get sick. I
Yeah.
guess that's my issue.
You don't have very good insurance for your new job?
I'm on my husband's health insurance because the one at my work is just ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
They're like, it's such a good deal, and I'm like, no, it isn't.
Yeah, you're not fooling me. I keep thinking I'm gonna get it for Arlo, but I don't. I know that there may come a time someday when I'm gonna need it for her, but I just don't really. I mean, we stay in Alaska. We are thinking about going on vacation next year, but we're in Alaska 90% of the time, and I don't. Knock on wood, I don't see anything bad happening, but I just don't. I don't want to get it for like a 2-week vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Like
You can get vacation insurance
That's
sometimes. When I went to Japan, I got insurance for my trip. That way, if anything happened in Japan, I was covered.
That's true. I didn't think about that. That's a good idea. I might look into that. Because that's the only reason I was thinking about getting it this year. It's just because I was like, well, if something happens to her, I want to make sure she's protected. But if we're just going for 2 weeks, it's not worth it to have it all year long.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it would have to be mine, so I would have to get insurance for me just to get her covered, because it's not worth it to put it on Jamie's at all. And I was like, well, fine. But now you have given me food for thought.
Yay.
I'm
One thing I...
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, keep going.
I was just going to say I'm probably like a third of the way through what I'm building over here, so.
I flew off somewhere to build an igloo.
Nice. We cannot leave, though. Like, I'm going to challenge you to this before the night is through, so just be forewarned.
Oh, are you making that maze thing?
No. That's going to take a lot of time and effort. This is not going to take that much time and effort. It's a little bit simpler. What were you going to say? Or do you...
Oh, what was I going to say? Oh, there's one like, I try really hard at this job not to be one of those people who's like, well, at my last job, we did this and this and this, you know?
Yeah.
But there's things that this company does that I honestly, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like they don't do any kind of, like, preventative care or, like, anything to help you. They don't do, like, ergonomic studies, and I'm like, they would save so much more money if they would just spend some money on a good chair, because the chairs are awful at my work.
I've thought about it. I'm like, I will probably have an office-like job for the rest of my life. At what point is a nice chair a good investment? Mm-hmm. Like, am I there? I was thinking about that. We went to like a Office Depot or something like that not that long ago, and I seriously thought about it. I was like, I could do this.
I've thought about it a few times. Like, I could just spend a couple $100, buy a really nice chair, have the best chair in the entire office.
And everyone would be jealous of my chair.
Heck yeah.
When I go on vacation, I'd have to chain it to my desk to make sure nobody used it.
I do have a coworker who brought in, like, his own computer mouse, his own keyboard, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I just like them better.
That's pretty funny. Oh, this is turning out really cool. Don't come back, though.
I messed up on my igloo.
There was a stage where you could have come back and you wouldn't have known what it was, but we're not there anymore. So now you're you're boycott. You're banned from this until completion.
I'm very sad.
But you're gonna see it, and it's gonna make you happy. That's the good news.
Why are circles such a pain in the butt in Minecraft?
Because you're building with squares.
Yes.
This is like basics, like elementary.
3, 4,
Let's see.
5.
I had topics. I'll evaluate my topics. Oh, I'll start with the most ridiculous one. So I decided to do this 99 days of freedom thing from Facebook, so I'm not going to be on Facebook for 99 days.
How's that going?
I haven't been on Facebook for like 12 days. But in effect of that, I now am actively on Twitter. I think in the past week I have posted more like tweets on Twitter. I don't know if it's posts. I've tweeted more than I have since I've had the account. So I think that they have a flaw in their system. I think if they were taking this social experiment serious, it would have been 99 days free from social media. But
no Twitter, no Instagram, no Tumblr.
All over all the rest of them. Like, all the time. My mom even asks me, how is it going? And I'm like, I'm on Instagram all the time. So it doesn't really affect me. So, but I saw on Instagram, I saw this thing about this guy who has a Kickstarter to earn $1 million. This is his goal. To start a podcast.
What?
Why do you need $1 million to start a podcast? I
don't know.
If you want to know how to start a podcast for free, why don't you watch As You Were Saying? Like,
we'll show you all the things you can do wrong.
It's a work in progress, Hannah. It's not wrong. It's just a work in progress. But like, it's $1 million. And I was like, that's rich. I mean, unless this guy wants to go like big, would it be called? Would you call it like a network website? I don't even understand.
Like a network of podcasts?
Or just like if he wants to get big names on it and like is looking to pay people to come on and like make it a big production like Rooster Teeth, maybe I could see $1 million. But then at the same time, like, who's to say you're not going to earn $1 million and then not even have good content? And if you don't have good content and a good fan base, like, you're going to be like, As You Were Saying. You're going to have, the few, the great, the people that listen to us, but we're still just the few and the great right now. Like, he could spend $1 million and have nothing. I saw that. I was like, because I always look and see what people are doing. I have not actually ever checked out the Kickstarter page because I have a problem with what pages like Kickstarter and Reddit is that like I don't like to aimlessly wander on the internet, if that makes sense. Like if I go to Pinterest, I want to look at specific categories. If I'm going here or there, like I don't like to just go to a website and then just be like, all right, I'm just gonna absorb myself in it. Like I kind of have to have a purpose. And so I never like go on to Kickstarter and just look and see, oh, what people doing now. I just know what's going on by like word of mouth kind of thing. This looks amazing. Okay, would you prefer purple or pink wool?
What color do you think I would prefer, Siobhan?
All right, you get the pink wool and have it ready. And then, are you close enough to just come to me, or are you going to need to transport yourself?
I'll probably need to transport myself.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm almost done with the igloo-ish. As done as you can get with an igloo, I suppose.
I'm so proud of myself for this. I wonder how long it's going to take you to figure out what it is.
Wow, this igloo looks really shitty.
Oh.
Better question is, I'm going to be able to find this igloo later.
We'll make it a journey to find the igloo. Da, da, da. I can delete that one. Delete.
Am I allowed to come back now?
You can come back to me.
Did you hear about the guy on Kickstarter who wanted to make a potato salad? And he made like $300,000 on his Kickstarter for a potato salad.
Yeah.
Now he's throwing a big potato salad party.
That's pretty awesome.
Alright, what do we got here? Is this Tic Tac Toe?
Yes! Do you know how long it took me to, like, do the math and, like, figure it out? And I had the hard time with it. I'm very proud of myself.
You've had a hard time making squares?
Like, I was trying to figure out, did I want... Oh, look, it's showing up on the map. Yay! Oh, wait, there's something... Oops, I didn't want to do that. Oh, I got it. There is. According to the map, there's something blocked. Ah! This tree is blocking a corner of it.
Well, we can't have that.
No. What's really funny is that I'm awful at tic-tac-toe. So I was like, I want something simple to build. Well, it's the only thing I could think of. Oh, but anyway, I was trying to decide if I just wanted to do like lines and then have us just like place the block like next to it. But then I was like, no, I have to have like it has to be evenly proportioned. Right. I think that to make it fair, the rules of the game are you have to stay on the ground.
Okay.
Because tic-tac-toe is really easy to block people, but if we're on the ground, maybe it'll be a little bit more difficult too. And we're going to play the best 2 out of 3.
Oh, wait, keeping score?
We have to have a podium.
A podium?
Yeah, like, so if you win, you get to put something on top of your podium. And if I win, I'm going to do it right here. I get to put it on top. It's going to be like a... Okay. So what do we want our base to be? Is this going to be even? 1, 2. Okay. Our base could be...
Could use glowstone. I like glowstone.
What is glowstone? Is that over here?
That's what I just put down.
Block of redstone. Let me get out real quick. That looks funny. Don't lamp. Okay, you can do whatever you want on yours. I'm not gonna make fun of you.
That's reassuring, thanks.
Do whatever.
Or we could do nether quartz.
I was thinking pretty.
You don't think that's pretty?
Like, then we build on top of those.
I was just about to put down the emerald block. That's so funny.
Sign. Oh, I'm gonna need a sign. Okay. What? Why are you putting it way over there? You have to put another gravel one then.
What?
No.
I don't understand what you're trying to do.
How they do the Tower of Pimps and they have obsidian?
Uh-huh.
This is like our obsidian, and then when you win one, you get to put like whatever you want. It can be your wool or glass or your stupid other blocks you want to on top. It's the best 2 out of 3, so whoever ends up with 2 on top of theirs wins.
Okay.
But I have to make a sign. Done. And you don't just get to put them on, Anna. You have to play.
I win.
I don't want to play with you anymore.
You're just mad because I won.
Oh, goodness. Okay, what's this? Chiseled pillar quartz. What am I going to put on top of mine? I think I'm going to put Magenta stained. No, I'll do my wool. My wool will be pretty. Anna.
What? You can't hit me. Ha ha.
You are the worst person. You never listen to like the playtimes with Joel and Adam?
Yes.
You know how Joel just runs around, screwing stuff up. Yep, that's what you're doing.
I'm gonna say something that's gonna drive you crazy.
What?
Are you ready? I think your Tic Tac Toe needs a border.
I was thinking the same thing. Like, it just looked like someone went Tic Tac Toe in the middle of the world. Like, it needs a border. All right, I'm gonna move the podium back one space. You're gonna start on a border, and then we will play. I think we should have to build a podium every time we play too.
Like, you want it to be blue, like the lines, like this?
Either blue or a dark gray or black wool. What do you think?
I think a black wool looks nice, because then it separates it.
Yeah. Emerald is so pretty. Oh wait, is this centered? God, I hate being like anal.
I understand.
Am I standing on space that you need?
Almost there.
Oh shoot, I need to go. Oh no, I can put the signs on the emerald. Oh, that looks so much better. Good idea, Anna. Good idea.
Before we can play the game, we have to make it look pretty.
It's kind of presentable. Actually, one of the things I like about like the Let's Plays is that like they put that effort into it, and then like it just looks nice. Like it looks like this is the playing field, and I like that. All right. I'm still bad at this flying thing.
Okay. You'll get the hang of it.
This makes me so happy. This is like a moment. We should just sit and absorb. Okay. Absorbing is done. Absorption's done. I went first. It's your turn.
Take the center. What you gonna do, Siobhan?
If I can move and get close enough to place it.
Wow.
What if no one ever wins?
That's usually the problem with Tic Tac Toe. There's a lot of draws.
Okay, you're out yours.
I used to have a friend in high school. We used to just play Tic Tac Toe instead of taking our tests. He would always like trap me in with these moves where like no matter what I did, he won.
Okay, so we're gonna play until either someone wins twice, but if we get up past 3 games, if someone wins once, they win. And then after you win, go back over to your sign, or I'm sorry, whoever wins.
After I win, that's right.
Put the date on the sign, so we can keep track of like when we played them. Okay, your turn. Trying a new plan of attack.
This is intense. We don't even keep talking when we're placing blocks.
I win!
Oh no! No! Get that out of there!
Yes! Oh, I'm in a hole.
You won your way into a hole.
I gotta say, the Tower of Pimps has got nothing on our Emerald Wool combination here. Oops, I'm running. There's a zombie or something to the left of us that's burning up, so.
It's okay, they can't hurt us anymore.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I will let the loser go first.
We'll get rid of this piece then.
Trying.
Gosh.
I don't get close enough to it.
Okay. Ah, hole. What is this doing here?
I didn't do
Whoops. There we go. I have to beat her. I can't let her win.
You say that because I sometimes feel like Anna's got this master plan and I have to she's gonna win, but in reality, like we both don't know what we're doing. It's like when I play chess, people are always like, "You have to think 3 steps ahead," and I'm like, well, I'm gonna put mine here, and then we're gonna be at a stalemate, so I'm not even gonna work.
We're just done with this round.
But I never think 3 steps ahead. I barely know what step I'm gonna make that time. It's just I beat someone one time, like someone who was an avid chess player. I beat him, and it was like totally by accident.
Oh, Siobhan, you messed up the board.
I know. I was fixing it. For that second, I thought I grabbed gray wool, and I was like, "Oh, totally gonna screw this up." I like it. Just okay.
Okay.
Again.
What?
You want to go first again?
Sure. Bam.
You're not a mermaid anymore.
I was never a mermaid.
I thought you turned into a mermaid at one point to look like me.
Well?
To be like your idol.
I'm Nora from Ruby.
Oh, that's right.
Have you been watching Ruby?
I have not started watching the second season, only because there was a lot of stuff going on when I was watching the first season. So, shit, you're gonna win either way. Right, the next one that wins takes it. Or do you want to place your block in victory?
I want to place my block.
Place your block in whichever one you choose.
Yay, I win, woo!
But anyway, I wasn't paying like a whole bunch of attention when I was watching it before, so I want to go back and watch the first, I guess, what do they call it in anime? It's not season, the chapter.
They've been calling them seasons.
Oh, they have? Okay. I want to go back and watch the first season again before I start the second, because I have a feeling I kind of got lost at the end of the first one. And so I want to go back and watch, and then I'm going to be all over it again. All over that. Okay. Whew, this is intense. Is it good?
Yeah. So is the next winner the winner?
The winner is the winner.
All right. Let's do it.
So have you started watching the second season?
Yeah.
Are you excited?
I'm so excited. And the first episode of the second season, it's amazing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I always like that, like when that first episode just gets you like, what? Are you still caught up on Red versus Blue?
Yes? Yeah.
Every time that one, I'm like, what? It takes a heck of a lot to, like, plan out this stuff like they do.
Uh-huh.
Is that a stalemate?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, just when I think, oh, man, they're gonna be gone for, like, the whole season, and then, like, Church and Carolina came back, and I was like, yay! I think Church is my favorite one.
He's my favorite, too.
Yeah. Definitely.
It was really odd last season without him there at all.
Mm-hmm. I have to say Tucker's my second, though. Like, close second.
I think Donut's my second. Uh-oh. Did you disconnect? Does that mean I won? Hello? Hello?
Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay.
Alright, we made it like an hour.
Yay! Alright. Oh, I didn't want to ask. Join server. Gosh, darn it. You didn't, Anna. Get ready to say you didn't cheat while I was out.
The weirdest thing happened. You missed all your turns and I won.
Well played, well played.
I even put a second block up.
You're getting a little ahead of yourself. First.
Don't be hating.
Well, I don't appreciate, that's for sure. Boom!
Do.
I am the champion, my friend.
You didn't win.
Yes, I did.
Oh, yeah, you did. That's right. You can go diagonal. Well, whatever.
Totally standing on my corner piece over here, like looking off into the like woods and stuff, and I had my hands in real life, waving them in the air, all excited and stuff. And you're like, you didn't win, and I like stopped and looked around, like I thought maybe you had like deleted.
I was like, no, you didn't. I stopped it. What do you mean you won?
Success. Did you see on the news? Just jump right into my next topic. I don't remember where it was, but I know it was somewhere not in America. There was a guy and his leg fell between the track and the train on like a subway. It was in like a big...
Oh, yeah.
And all the people got off of the train and pushed it just enough that he could get his leg out.
I saw that. That's crazy.
I love that. Like, people always say that, like, oh, people are so off in their own zone and nobody cares about anybody now anymore. And I'm like, I know that it feels that way because there's so many selfish kids nowadays. Like, the younger generation is so just, annoying and selfish and stupid. And I'm pretty sure our parents said that about us. But they are. And so it's nice to see people, like... that, yeah, bad stuff does happen, but there are good people out there who also are, like, do good things. Like, that was a train full of people who got off of a train to help another person.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool. I didn't put the date on the thingy yet. I told you to do that.
I flew away.
In all your hate.
I lost. I don't care anymore.
So funny. Did you also see, I don't know how much news you watch, but there is, let me see. I guess I take it down and put a new one. Okay, sorry. The San Antonio Spurs, they're the ones who won whatever the major NBA playoff is. I don't watch basketball, but they have, they're like the first professional basketball team to hire a female assistant coach. So this is like the major leagues of basketball, and they have a woman who's the assistant coach. And what I like about it is, like, okay, I don't want people to think I'm anti-feminism, but I'm anti-feminism when it comes to, well, it's unfair, so give it to me. Like, I don't think women should just be handed things because, you know, like, if you go to a company and let's say 100% of the board members are men, I don't think a woman should be able to walk in and go, well, you need a woman on here. Give me a position. Give me a seat on the board. Like, I am all for feminism if a woman works for it. And what I like is that, like, she played on their women's affiliate team for the WNBA, and even, like, when people asked her, like, this is a huge step for women, and she's like, there's a lot of women who have come before me who have made the big steps. I am just here, you know, because I did a good job. And that's what I really liked about her. I like it when women are like, she put in her time, she proved that she was good, and they hired her. She didn't go in and say, hey, I'm a woman, all you have is men, that's unfair, hire me. Like, she was there to do the work. I really like that. So I thought that was pretty cool when I heard about that. I keep hitting the wrong button. All right.
I don't follow sports news very much, that's for sure.
Yeah, we watched like CBS this morning, and at the beginning of it, it's called Your World in 30 Seconds. And so it just goes through like what's going on in the country at the time, or actually it's around the world, because it's called Your World. And today's the 5th? Today's not.
Today's the 9th.
Why does my phone say it's the 5th?
Your phone's on crack.
Oh, it's wrong. What the heck? I have 2 dates on my phone. Oh, sorry. I have voicemail, and it's telling me when I got the voicemail, and I was looking at that. All right. Anyway, they have Your World in 30 Seconds, and it just goes over like all the big news they're going to talk about that day. And so then they like say this is what's going on, and then later on in the news they actually go like more in depth into it. And I think it's pretty cool because it gives you an idea of like what all is going on. And yeah. Okay, what do I want to do next? Oh, I just had an idea.
What's your idea?
Is it possible to build a windmill?
Not a functional one, no.
Well, it doesn't have to be functional. It would just have to have the big thingy sticking out into air. Which I looked over and mine hasn't loaded, and either you're building something or there's something else over there, but it's like a giant windmill, and that's what.
I'm building something.
Okay. So we can't be hurt.
Nope.
I think.
You're invincible.
So if I wanted to build a monster room that we would play and have to win points in, I would start it right here. What do I want my monster room? Creepers can't blow up obsidian, right?
I don't think so. But knowing James, he probably made it so they can't blow up anything anyways.
You know, our IT guy, top of the line.
He's very good. We should hire him.
Yeah. Someday when we make money. You know how Rooster Teeth said they were going to buy pizza with their first, like, podcast money? We'll pay James. That'll be, like, our first thing, is that we'll pay him for the work he's done. He gets a paycheck.
Someday.
Once
we get a paycheck, he'll get a paycheck.
I think I want to go this way. I think you can reach farther to break blocks in God mode.
Probably. Wouldn't surprise me.
I think you can, like, reach up. And it stays light when you dig down. Well, it stays light further down. I should know. I'm an expert. The resident expert on digging.
You are. You know everything.
So I'm like a digger. Very technical term.
Yes, it is. I'm glad you learned it.
Oh, there's a tree in my way. Tree, get out of my way. Alright, how far down am I? I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna make this work yet, but...
Whee!
I want monsters in a pit and us with bows and arrows. That's my concept. Don't worry about my artwork, because that's not going to happen. There will be no concept art for this. Oops. Sound effects.
Very nice.
You know, since I have to turn the volume down on the game, I gotta give some sort of reprieve from my awesome sound effects. This is not How far can you shoot an arrow? Part of the reason I want to do arrows first is our first. Oh, I guess it's our second challenge. Is because I'm not really good at arrows, so I want practice.
Why won't this work? What the heck?
What's the problem?
Gosh dang it. Oh, I'm running into technical difficulties.
Trying to make a circle?
No. It's much more complicated than that. You wouldn't understand.
Trapezoid? Because, like, I have a sample one in Arlo's room. I could go grab it. I don't know why we ever got rid of God Power in the first place. But you know what? It was
wanted a roll.
It was a good thing because now we appreciate what we have so much more. I punched a hole in the ground. I didn't want to do that.
It seemed so easy in my head. But maybe I just don't have the Minecraft wherewithal for it.
What are you building?
Trying to make a roller coaster.
Whoa. Here I am just trying to build a room where we're going to kill some stuff and you're going to build a... Are you building it with, what is it? Are you, like, trying to make it a working roller coaster?
Yeah. It's proving to be more difficult than I thought it would.
Is that why you needed a circle?
No. I just might tear down the whole thing. I'm mad at it. Ah!
What is the design problem you're having?
I can't get it powered. I don't think I understand how redstone works well enough for it. I might have to try this at a time when I'm not recording and embarrassing myself horribly.
That is something to keep in mind. I'm just building our dungeon. Daggnabbit, I just filled that friggin' block in.
Alright. Well, my roller coaster is gone.
So do you ever have, like... You know when you were a kid, and there was things that you did, like, religiously? Like, games you might have played, or... Because you were quite a bit younger than your brothers, right?
Yeah. There's a 5 years difference.
So you had, like, Anna time quite often. And was there ever, like... Okay, when I was little, and don't ask me why, I'll tell you why I remembered it, but, like, I don't know why I started doing it, I just did. My favorite movie has always been The Little Mermaid.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was little and I used to take baths, I used to take a washcloth and I would just lead it around the bath with my finger because it looked like it was some sort of fish or something. And it was my friend. And I would play in the bathtub like that with my fishy friend that was a washcloth.
Uh-huh.
That's something I did every time I took a bath. Like, I would be in the bath for 2 hours. I loved taking baths. I was a mermaid. I had a fishy friend. My life was just complete. And, I mean, that's something I did every, kids, you give them a bath every other day. So every other day, I would take a bath, and I would play this game, and use my imagination and everything. I was giving Arlo a bath the other day, and she's finally big enough that I don't have to put the stupid baby bath thing in. And so I just filled up our bathtub, and she sat in it, was playing, and she likes to suck on washcloths. And so she was playing with it for a little while, and then she put it down in the water, and I just started, out of habit, trailing it around with my finger. And I had the memory of, like, oh my god, I used to do this all the time as a kid. But until that moment, I probably haven't thought about it in 15 years. Like, it has been, maybe it's closer to 10. I'm not that old. But, no, that would make me 15. Shoot, it would make 15 years. But goodness, it's been a really long time since I thought about this, and it was something I did so regularly. And to, like, not even be thinking about it and then just do it and then remember, oh my god, this was a thing I did. It was really weird. Do you ever have moments like that?
Yes. I also used to do something similar to you.
Nice.
But mine was usually soap bubbles. I like to play with them. I would pretend my finger was going to like some elegant ball or something. And the bubbles was its dress.
Oh, that's cute. Bubble dress. Yeah.
And I do have similar moments too. Like, just the other day, I was looking into changing my body wash, like using a different one, and I debated about switching to a bar. And I just randomly remembered that when I was little, I would get soap bars and carve them into things.
That's pretty cool.
It's just a random memory, no reason at all to remember it. Yeah. I used to do that.
Yeah. And I notice that when it happens, like it's usually like I'm distracted, and it's something that I just like out of habit, I'll just start doing it. Like my body will start doing something, and then it triggers something in my mind. Or it'll be smell is a big one too. Like I will smell something and I'll be like, oh my god, that reminds me of, this or that. Like Arlo had an ear infection, so we had to get amoxicillin. And when I was a kid, I got a shot, and it was one of those basic shots you get as a kid. But I was like 10, and I've always been a bigger person. I've always been heavier and overweight. And they decided to give me this shot based on my weight instead of my age. So they gave me an overdose of it. And it caused a really bad reaction. And where like I was breaking out in a rash, and I think I got a fever. Like I don't remember a lot. I just remember that like my mom was mad and my dad was mad, and they were kind of freaking out. And then they took me back to the doctor, and they said, she got too much. He never should have done it by her weight. It should always be based on their age. And so I had to get a counter shot to go against it. I remember the counter shot hurting a heck of a lot more than the original shot did too. But for some reason, and I know amoxicillin is an antibiotic, so I never would have been given an antibiotic. But I remember this smell, and it was always like just a gross smell to me. Every time I smelled it, I was like, this is disgusting. I don't even know what it is, but I don't like it. And when we got Arlo's antibiotic, it's amoxicillin for kids. It's just got this weird, like, chalky smell to it. And when I smelled it, I was like, oh, that's weird. But then it reminded me of, like, an overdose I'd gotten. And it was, like, all these weird things that were, connected. But it happened at just such a weird time. I was like, ugh, this smell, it's awful. It's, shots. Ugh, wait, what? So it's just happened a lot recently. I don't know if I've just been like so off in my own little world that my brain's just like, hey, remember me or remember this? But it seems to have happened quite often. It's just weird to me that we can have things that are such a big part of your life and then you just forget about them.
Like it used to be a thing and then it wasn't a thing, but here it is again.
Yeah. Let's make it a thing again. You've got a little person. Make it a thing.
I don't even have a little person.
Your time will come.
Someday.
Of course, I'm not going to have any clothes to send you because I'm getting rid of all of her stuff when she grows out. Why do I always go up instead of down? They have
doing it wrong.
Once Upon a Child here, and it's just consignment kids clothes. And I've bought Arlo a couple of things, but it's always just like one thing here or there when I think it's too cute to resist. And so I don't ever have to go and like buy a whole new set of anything, but I take clothes in all the time. I have like $150 on my account at this place. It's like I need to start go shopping. So, for a friend's wedding, I think I'm going to buy her a new dress to wear.
Very nice.
Yeah. My tiredness is catching up with me.
Yay, igloo with a little fire inside.
Oh, where'd you build it at? Do I have to follow the glowstone?
Yeah, the goldstone leads to it.
Okay, I'm gonna go take a look at it after I finish this row. Mr. Cow, how did you get into my vortex of death? You were not invited. When those meanies come in, you're gonna want to get out. It almost looks like I'm building a pool.
Yeah, we're Minecraft rich. We're adding a pool.
And a roller coaster.
Someday, when I figure that out.
It's so funny because I'm digging by these trees and like I don't clear out the whole tree. I just take off one side of it, so it's like wood and then like flat of all the leaves and stuff. I might have to make this longer. Yeah, arrows go really far. I think I'm gonna have to make it longer. Okay, I'm following glowstone.
We're gonna have to start coming up with more challenges.
Yeah, I already got you beat on Tic Tac Toe, and now I'm working on my bow and arrow. You got
I think you rigged it somehow since you built it.
I can't rig Tic Tac Toe.
You clearly did.
I can't.
You clearly did.
Possible. Anna, where's your next
What?
glowstone? I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. So when I got
follow
home,
the glowstone. There you are.
yeah. When I got home, I was tired, but I just let Arlo play around and like run around the house and stuff because she just does whatever. It's snowing over here all of a sudden. Weird. But they had the Pirates of the Caribbean trilogy on, so I watched it varyingly off and on for a little while. Oh, this is a cute igloo. Oh, it even got the little steeple front. Oh, did you put a bed in there?
No. I put a fire in it.
I'm cold. Can I come get you? Oh, this is nice. This is nice.
You like that?
I like it. Alright. I think we should be done for tonight. I'm tired.
Yeah, we did pretty good this time.
Yeah, since we didn't get kicked out of Skype 20 bajillion times.
Yeah, I'm probably just going to scrap last week's episode. I'm not there in editing yet. I'm still on June 23rd.
That would probably be okay. Because it was rather irritating. Oh, excuse me. That was fun. I had a good time. I made lots of cool stuff.
Start coming up with ideas now that we have god powers and
yeah.
We don't have to work so hard for everything.
Yeah, think of some more games. I kind of liked how in Achievement Hunter how they did that game where you connect the dots and then you have to make a box and you get to put your initial in it. But the problem is that with that one is that it's like as soon as one person puts the right line, then they win. So I've been on the fence about that one, but we shall see.
It does look like you're adding a pool.
It does, I told you. Alright, I'm over and out.
Alright, have a good night.
Good night and good luck.
Goodbye.
This is Siobhan, signing out.
And Anna.
You interrupted, so I had to interrupt you. Bye.
Bye.